Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries, your ultimate guide to digital experience excellence, your go-to channel for Sitecore and .NET. I'm your host Jitendra Ghanekar. I'm Sitecore Technology MVP 2024. This is the video from Sitecore MVC website creation demo. So till today we have completed the 8 videos and this is the 9th video of the series. If you have not watched our previous videos, I will recommend to watch those videos and then come back to this video. So I have given the playlist in the description, also on the top I button. So I will request you to first watch those videos and then come back to this video. Before moving ahead, if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel and click on a bell icon to get a latest update. And if you like the video, please click on a like button and do share this with your colleagues and friends. So let's start today's content. In last video we have created the logo component and the menu component. This is one thing which I missed you to tell, that see, menu is available on all the website, all the pages, website pages, and the menu might be common. So if it is a common, then you can set up the data source at the component level itself. Okay, when you talk about the component level, it can be at the layout, rendering, feature, not in feature, it was in demo website. Then you have a menu component here. Okay, so data source, you have a data source field here also, so you can set up the data source here also, whatever you have updated at the template level. So in the template, for the standard values, presentation details. So this data source which you have set up at the template level, you can set up at the rendering level itself. So here itself you can set up that. Okay, so whenever you will use the menu component anywhere, it will pick this data source. Okay, there is a one thing which I missed in last video. So in this video we are going to create the banner component. Okay, and then we will go and create the CTA component. So let's start with the first with the hero banner component. So now let's first create the hero banner. Okay, so this is your hero banner. If you want a common data source, okay, like I said for the menu, if you want to set up that, you can set up here, but we will not going to do that, okay, for our demo. So if you go to the standard values of your page template and details, here is your hero banner. Now you have to set up first the data source. Okay, we already created the data source, so browse. If you remember, we have created the folder for the banner. Okay, in my Sitecore Diaries, the local folder, we have banners. Okay, we'll pick this banner as a data source. Okay, so what we have done is we have done it at the template level. So we have created the standard values of the template and we set up the data source for hero banner at the template level. You can do the same on the page level also. If you have a different banners on your pages, then you can do it at a page level. So if you see, if I set up the data source level, it should come at the page here also. So I'm just creating, I'm just checking the item, and in the item presentation details, I'm just checking the hero banner. See, this value has already come. Okay, now what are the fields which is there in the hero banner? We come to the data source. You have a banner image, you have the title, you have the description, you have the link. So now I'm going back to our Visual Studio Code. If I come back to the Visual Studio and if I open the hero banner, we have the image here, then we have the this is title, this is description, and this is the link. Okay, now we will go to the banner controller, hero banner controller, and the first thing which you have to do is you have to add the Sitecore controller. You have to inherit the Sitecore MVC controller. Okay, so Sitecore controller you are inherited here. Sitecore.mvc.controllers.sitecore controller. Okay, this method we do not require, so I'm deleting it. Okay, now what we are going is we are doing the getting a data source first. Okay, so we have already done for menu controls that we are taking the data source from the current context dot current dot context item. The same code we will write here for hero banner, and we are passing the data source item to the view. Now we will render the content from this item. So this is basically your this item, okay, where the data is there. So we will render that values on the view. So let's see the view now. So you have a menu here, and sorry, not menu, we are doing a hero banner. So hero banner, this is your static code. Okay, for our reference I'm just commenting this. Okay, the first thing which we have to do is to add this to namespaces. First is the sitecore.mvc and another is the sitecore mvc.presentation. Okay, then what we have done is this is the data source which we have passed. So data source item we will get, okay, and we will render that. So we already passed the data source item to the view, so it is your rendering model, so you can directly access that item. Okay, so now we have to use the Sitecore HTML helpers to update the this CHTML so that it will be editable directly in the experience editor also. So I'm just putting here this thing. Okay, we have to replace this with the image. Okay, so I will go to the logo. This is also rendering your image, so I'm picking the same thing. So I replace this with this. What is now, you must be aware how it works. Okay, so this field, this must be field name. So field name is hero banner image. So I will your rendering context.current.context item will remain same. Let's see. Okay, your model is there. Okay, so here we don't have the child item, so your pass in, see what is happening is in hero controller we are passing this data source item. Okay, whereas in the logo it is a part of your item itself. That's a difference. In hero banner it is has a data source, whereas in your logo it is a part of your item. Okay, so now in this case this will be your model, not the context item. Okay, now here we have to pass the class. There is no need to pass any class here, so we will remove it. The first thing. Okay, then this is your title. Okay, so let's paste here. What is the field name of your title? It's a title only, so take this title here. Model will remain same. Okay, then the next is the description. So let's go back again here. It's a description only, so I'm just copying it, pasting it here. Your model will remain same. This is your link. Okay, so I'm just putting the link here. So what is the link field? It's link only, so I'm just putting the link. Okay, our code is ready. Let's rebuild it. Okay, build successful. Now let's publish. Okay, it is published. Now what we are going to do is we are going to deploy the DLL file and the view or the changes which we have done for the view. Okay, so let me deploy and then I will come back. Okay, so let me deploy the DLL first. Then the view. So hero banner. Okay. Okay, so let's now refresh the page and let's see if it's uh, working or it needs any changes. So I'm just refreshing the page. Okay, it didn't work. So let's see what is the problem. So the data is not coming. Okay, so as we can see, the data is blank. There is a one important process which we have missed. So that is publishing. I don't think we have published the Sitecore diaries after making the changes in the data. So let's publish this. Smart publish. I'm selecting a publish related item. Okay, I have a very less item, that's why I've selected this. So be careful while selecting this, because when you select this it will publish all the related items also. So if you have a long many items, then it will be a lot of items which will publish. Okay, so I'm just publishing it. Okay, if you see here, 3 items are created. So let's again refresh the page. Okay, see, so the problem was with the publishing. So now the item is coming here. So let's make sure that if it is coming from the Sitecore itself. Okay, so let me add a new banner here, hero banner 2. Okay, and I will change this image with maybe this image. Save. The size may not be the same. Okay, and then I will go to the my Sitecore diaries, and in the presentation details, hero banner, I will change this to hero banner 2. Okay, 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 and now publish it. Let's see what happens. Okay, I will refresh this. You see here, it has changed it. The image is big, so that's why the content has gone outside. Okay, let's revert the change first. Hero banner, browse. Page banner, you have a description as explore the world of Sitecore with us. Welcome to my Sitecore Diaries. I will just change it to 1 year. Let's see it gets reflected. Publishing it. Close. Okay, see the item change. So our now if you see this banner, this link has an issue. Okay, we have not applied the CSS here, so let's do that first. Okay, comma new @class equal to the CSS what we have here, PTN. Let me deploy this. Let's refresh it. Okay, your button has a CSS now. Okay, so our hero banner is done. Now let's move to the CTA block. For that, first of all, let us see how we have set up in the Sitecore. So in Sitecore we have a CTA folder. Here we have set up the CTA. So now we have to set up a data source as a CTA. Okay, so we will go to the standard values. As usual, we are setting up the data source at the standard values. Okay, in the standard values we will go to the presentation details CTA, and then we will set the data source. So data source is local and then CTAs. Okay, 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 save it. And now we will not make the same mistake again. We will publish it now only. So CTA block, publish related item, publish. Okay, okay, it's published now. Now let's move to the Visual Studio. Now for the CTA block, we'll go to the CTA controller. We'll change this controller with sitecore.mvc.sitecore controller. We'll remove this index method which is not required. We'll take the data source item. Pass this data source item here. For rendering context, we will need sitecore.mvc.presentation. Okay, so this is done with the CTA controller. Now CTA controller, what we are doing is we are passing a data source item. So our data source item is this. So it is children will be our data to be displayed. So go back here and come to CTAs. Here also we will apply these two namespaces. Before that, let me comment the component completely. Okay, first I will apply this. Okay, then we will going to get the children from the model. So if you remember, we have done the same thing in the menu also. Here child items, we are getting that again here. Okay, now this child item will have all the items. Okay, now we will need this top div first, which will finish here. Then we were going to have a for each loop. The collection will be our child items. Okay, within this we will have this div. The image. So how does image will be displayed? Like this. So your item is this, and what is the field name? So for field name we have to go to Sitecore and we will see the field name is thumbnail. So we will have a thumbnail here. Okay, then the h3 is user title. So let's see what is the title field here? Title only. So let's add title. Then I think this is must be description. So let's add here and see what is it. Description. And this is must be link. So add this link and link. Let's check any classes applied anywhere. No. Okay, fine. Now let's publish it. Build first. Succeed. Now publish. Okay. Now it's time to deploy the code. Deploying these two DLLs. And inside a view we will have CTA. Okay, we are done with the deployment. Now let's refresh the page and see if it gets reflected. Okay, so we have this applied, so there is no issue in this CTA blocks. It has run now. So let's confirm whether it is coming, the data is coming from the Sitecore itself. So what we will do is we will change one of the title here. So let me add here intro 1. Save. I'm publishing this item. Okay, now let's refresh. See here, intro 1 has come. Let's see whether it is. Yes, it is opening the new. Yes. Yeah. So all the components are ready. Now our complete code is coming from the Sitecore and it is integrated with Sitecore. Okay, so we are done with all the components for this page or the demo page which we have selected. So we have created all the component and all the data is coming from the Sitecore. So let us see what we have seen in this video series. First of all, we have started with a template design from HTML prototype. We have seen how we can design the templates. Then we have designed a data and page template. Then we have designed a content information architecture along with adding the layouts, renderings and the templates and using the inheritance. Then we have integrated the HTML with Sitecore. So we have taken the static code HTML code and that we have integrated with Sitecore. We have created a layout along with a placeholder. Then we have created the view rendering. We have made it dynamic view rendering. We have created a controller rendering, which is again we made it dynamic, and we have also seen how to debug Sitecore website. This is the overall the content of this video series. I hope you like this series. there will be one more video will come on this series. That will be the last video of the Sitecore demo website creation video series. If you like this video, please click on a like button and do share this with your friends and colleagues. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Click on a bell icon to get latest updates. Thank you. Thanks for watching.